Up. Okay, I'm back, guys. So this is City of Abandoned Ships. It's one of those pirate games that I've been telling everybody about that I like a whole bunch. I don't have it widescreen, and I'll play with it later on. I just wanted to get it up and running so that you guys could see what it is and what all is involved. So let me finish logging everything else in and get everything happy. Later on, I'll get it widescreened up and stuff. It's really quite a good game. I just have to go in and manually edit some settings on it. So let's set things to some pretty good settings here. Looks like everything is good to go there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do a new game. And we will start with, let me see. This is the main storyline right here. I'll go with frequent encounters, tactical battles. That shows combat, slows combat down a little bit. No, don't want to auto reload pistols. And we'll set it to Captain for now. This way it's not too hard. And actually, let's go for another character so that we can go straight to fighting. Peter Blood has an interesting storyline and things, but he also doesn't get in until later because he's got a bunch of side quests he's got to do to start with. So we'll go with Espinosa, just so we can get right out there and start fighting.
Captain, you and I need to talk.
Yeah. I struck my head. I'm feeling not so well. Well, let me see. Okay. So let's add some points. Yeah, that's good. So thanks. Okay, yeah. Go on. Lay down.
Just
all right,
on, Captain.
Oh! Ow! Ow! Get away! Oh, he shot me, the SOB. Oh, that was rude.
Good to see you,
He
Captain.
shot me. No, that's all right. No, I'm good. Let's go to shore. There's our ship out there. Little old ship. Oh, it's a really fun game. It's actually a role-playing game because like here are your stats. Now your capabilities don't change throughout the game. All of these slots here that you see, you can hire a crew, and you have to hire a crew to fill out your spots on your ship. The more crew you have to do things, the better off you are. A lot of it is based on your authority as to whether or not you're a good captain. And all of these stats, the personal skills, ship skills, all that stuff is based on these capabilities. So you've got your main character, which you can change a few things. A lot of these grow automatically, similar to the Elder Scrolls stuff, where as you do something, your skills increase. Well, a lot of these skills do exactly the same thing. As you do things successfully, you get better at it. And a lot of these are quite variable. Now, the next thing you've got is your ship. And unlike some of the games that you may have seen out there where you've got your ship and you really can't do much with it, with this particular game, if you board another ship, you can take that ship. And if you have officers available to command your original ship, well, you can actually wind up with a fleet of up to 5 ships that you're I think it's 5 to 8 ships that you're sailing around with. Right now, I'm just in a relatively small ship, but I can work my way up. So right now, we've actually got to get some extra crew because we haven't got our crew maxed out yet. We can actually have a crew of up to 78, and I don't think we will be able to afford to get a full crew. We'll have to check that out and see what we can do. But you can actually be a pirate. You can work for the crown. You can become a trader. You know, any of a number of things. These are like shops that you can actually. Let me. Oh, sorry. No. Sorry, didn't mean to do that.
Pamper your beloved with an elegant souvenir.
So. Oh, I scared her, so so she doesn't want to trade with me. How about you? Will you?
The best goods for mere pennies.
I must have scared her. I scared everybody.
Hard-earned cash.
They're like, fuck! You're drawing your sword on everybody. What do you think you're doing? We don't want anything to do with you. Go away! Go away! Oh, everything is locked to me. I pissed everybody off. So I can't even get a crew right now. I made everybody mad. What in the world? I can't board my ship. I can't go. Maybe I have to do something before I'm allowed. Let's try doing this. Let's see if I have to sign up with the crown. Let's see if I have to. Hey. Oh. Why is everything locked to me? What did I do? Did I make everybody that mad? If I made everybody that mad, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, everything is locked to me. I made the whole town angry. Yeah, I made the whole town angry. I think I better restart this. So let's go new game. Yes. Yeah, leave everything the same. Yes, that's fine. Overwrite the profile. Go! Oh! No! Get up there! Oh! Alright. Yeah. Let's get to fighting. Oh! he beat me that time. No, 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 no! Run away! Get up the stairs! And then hold him off! Hold him off! Hold him off! Hold him off! There we go! Yes!
Captain, you and I need to talk.
No, no, I've had enough practice. I'm going ashore. Let's see if I can avoid making... Okay, yeah, I made everybody angry. I scared people. Not supposed to scare people. Scaring people is bad. What about
the
you?
Sharpest blades
Yes.
worthy of true fencing masters.
Show me what you got. So, as you can see, you can buy maps, and you have to have the maps and things to be able to get around easily. Different weapons you can have. Some are based on dexterity. Some are based on strength. So, it's just a question of what you actually want to do. So let's just do this. Let's get out and do a bit of sailing. Well, let's pick up crew. Tavern. There's the bank. Oh, apparently random town. Looks like this character starts in a random town because it looks like I'm not in the same town I started in. Interesting, didn't realize that. Store. La Taverna. Shipyard, no. There it is, Taverna. Okay. So some of these guys may be crew that you can hire. Other guys may be captains. Some of them may be smugglers that you can sell contraband items to. I'm interested in talking to this guy.
What do you have, Captain?
I need men. Oh. Oh. Well, we're gonna need more money. Let's go see if we can get a loan from the bank. Where's the bank? Banca. Where's the bank? Where's the bank? That's a house. Oh heck. Anybody home? Oh, somebody's
How
home.
can I be of service?
Why, thank you, milady. Have you any fine wares for me to thieve? Oh, you got people in every room. To heck with it. Doesn't do me any good to try and thieve anything right now. That's no fun. The bank, I saw it. It's right here. Let's get a loan.
A chest on
Howdy.
the ship is not the best place to store money.
I need money. I need cash. The more, the merrier. Oh, 4K. 26%. Oh, that's pretty stiff, but I don't have much else I can do. I got 3 months to pay him back. All right, thanks. Thanks for the money, man. So now we can go hire some more crew. Hey, dude.
It is an honor to have you.
I
in my
need more
establishment.
crew. Okay, I must have maxed out my ship. I'm actually overloaded according to that. What it is you can only have so many men on board And if you go over the amount, you're more likely to be successful in fights, but you go through food and rum a lot faster. So let's grab our ship and go for a sail. Get to work, you freaks. So, yeah, you got the ship view like this. And there's some options I haven't fooled around with yet, like you can do things to show the crew on deck. You can actually do this so you can be on deck, and when you're using this, your cannon fire is actually more accurate when you manually fire. So you're usually better off being on deck to fire, but once you've got a good enough crew, really doesn't matter, they'll kick ass anyway. So we want to, let's go to the map and sail on out of here for now. Let's go look for a fight to get into.
I see a pennant.
French through craft. I have no choice but to engage them. Whoa! Oh man, I needs to run away. Run away! They is too big. I'm just a little guy. Go away, mean ships. I'm gonna die. Oh shit. Oh noes. Well, I may be able to shoot them up. I may be able to shoot them up some. They're coming inside into range. So let's kind of get to where we. See, that's our cannon range. I don't have much in the way of guns. I have but one claw. Come on, get closer. Get closer. Let's speed up time. Speed up time a bit, slow it back down, let's go back to normal time. Get on, boys! Fire! Oh, and I know what else I needed to do. Give me a minute here while that's doing its thing. Helps if I've done this. I'm jumping into the team speak. Totally forgot about that. Okay, I'm back, boys. Sorry about that.
You're missing this, mate. I can see why you like that game. It's pretty nice, but you want to check this out in Landmark.
What did you find? Let me pause that. Hang on.
I was showing him the game show we're working on.
It's brilliant. You should check it out.
Let's go to options for that. Shut up with the music. That works.
Definitely beer on your first day, that's for sure.
like I said, it seems like a long time because I was thinking that it was, but it really does go by pretty fast, and especially if you're a player, and like I said, the audience seemed to enjoy it because they got to see people building stuff and how they did things, and 2 minutes is not a long time. When I was playing it, I was realizing that, but it was a good time though.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm loading up Landmark. Let me swap the stream over to that.
Oh, welcome back, Drow.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, and I wanted to get that set up. I had to screw around with some stuff to get it working right.
Interesting to see that. I might have a look at it.
I used to love Sid Meier's Pirates back in the day.
Just a moment, Shoge.
Well, I'll certainly. Am I allowed to tell everybody about this?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a public thing, and going to be open to
that's the server. So, where am I going to, guys? Who am I porting to?
Do it this way. Open up the gallery. You know how to do that?
Yep.
And then just search for my name, Metallical. And you should see one called Monster Build. Go there. That way it's a free teleport and you don't have to use any major cooldown.
Why don't you send the invite out to Dave Georgeson for your first day and all that, all that crew?
I was waiting to do that until we fully ironed out the bugs, because like I said, we're still beta testing this within the beta test. It's beta testception.
What I'm saying is to get maximum publicity, get it how you want it, how you guys want it first, and then say we're starting this. Would you be a guest on it?
Yeah,
I think it'd be definitely right up their street.
We got Pentapod tuned in, Domino.
Yeah.
She's Pentapod on Twitter. But we got her watching. Well, she was going to watch, but then we ended up not doing it, so she hasn't gotten to see it yet. But yeah, we've been going that route too. We're going to get their attention.
Yeah, I think to give them exclusive access on the first show would do yourselves a lot of favors. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just putting a suggestion out there.
I'm very open to suggestions, dude. You're never going to hurt my feelings.
Good. Glad to hear it. I say it like it is. I honestly think you get maximum publicity for it, and you get people queuing up to enter it.
You didn't have to say it like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am here.
I'm shooting me god now.
Drop down. If you can find an opening.
Hey, what
there.
game we in?
User joined your channel.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, Shoge?
Oh, a girl.
Yep, I'm a chick.
That's all right. My wife plays too, even though she hasn't been playing. That's Gamer Girl, so she's really a girl.
That's what you say. We don't know for sure though.
Well, that's because she refuses to log into the chat. The fiendish lady. They're giving me hell because of it, baby. They're giving me hell. Wow.
Okay, so I will run through this for you so you know what this is all about. I know it looks strange at first.
Those are some serious voxel boards, man.
Yeah. It'll make sense here in a second. So this is a game show sort of thing. It's going to be broadcast on different people's streams. What it is it's two parts. So part one, well, first of all, there's two 3-man teams.
Uh-huh.
The green and red, Team Frankenstein, Team Dracula. You can associate the colors from there.
Okay.
So the first part, each person on the team is playing solo. And as you can see, the squares are alternating so that no two team members go back to back.
Okay.
But
yep.
Each person gets 2 minutes. Okay, so player one goes, and they get 2 minutes to build something towards a theme that was set for that episode. Let's call it. And then after that 2 minutes, they come back. They can work in this space to pre-build something for their next turn. But the next person goes, and basically each person gets 2 minutes, and that goes through 4 times, 4 rounds of that. Then whatever is created up here towards the theme, that gets copied by each team, and they each take it to their area, which is out here. Team Frankenstein over here and Team Dracula over there. Then they set it down here. They can't modify the original monster, as we're calling it, very much at all, because that defeats the purpose of the game. What they have to do is try to improve it. They can build on it. They can modify it some, change textures, whatever. But the core of it's got to be there, the gist of it, so that they're not just wiping it out and building a whole new thing. So they get 30 minutes to work on it here as a team, and then after those 30 minutes, you get the audience. The audience votes on which one they like the best.
Okay. And
that's basically the way it works.
And I'm assuming that this is all like galleries for the spectators to stand around and check things out.
Yeah, the spectators get this whole center claim here, and it's a lot of it's decoration too, like the concession stands and whatnot.
This is nice, man.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on. The center part though was made by Kylan, another friend of mine. The letters up top were made by Sideshow, and the faces were made by Kylan. And I believe that's all the credit. Everything else is big. Yeah. I just like to make sure people get credit for what they do.
Well, this is like a way cool idea, man. And this is impressive.
It's open to everybody. And it's just you can see it from the map, and you can see it from the spire too.
Server group assigned.
I've got a bit of constructive feedback for you.
Okay.
The sign, the lab there. I didn't notice it until you were
talking. There he is. Hey, yay! Give me just a minute. My buddy who owns the server just logged in. I'll be right back, guys.
Channel switched.
Hey, Triab, how you doing, man?
Alright, how about you?
Not too bad. Sorry I've been away for a little bit. I've been messing around with some other games. The reason I lost all my permissions is my machine crashed hard, and so I had to reinstall everything.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make sure it was you before I gave server admin, but I figured nobody would know to put all those names in there, so I went ahead and gave it to you anyway.
Excellent. Yeah, it's really me. Landmark is a new game that I'm messing around with. You may actually find. Do you like Minecraft?
Yeah, somewhat, but I know what Landmark is because I'm a EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2 player. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm actually in the beta, and believe it or not, watching Twitch, which I am now a Twitch streamer. Watching Twitch, I actually won the $100 Trailblazer pack from another. Yeah, I won a copy of the full thing, so I'm like full blown in the beta, running around right now. I've actually got my stream up. If you ever want to check it out on Twitch, it's Original Lord Drought.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
And yeah, we're actually checking out Metallical's build that's going on here. I don't know if you've really looked at Landmark, but it's impressive. And the simple fact that EverQuest Next is going to be based on the technology from Landmark, it's way impressive what they're doing with it.
Actually, Landmark is basically to build EverQuest 2.
And that's exactly what it is Landmark. Well, Landmark is going to stay a standalone game, and EverQuest Next, because I've been watching the live streams from the dev teams for the last few weeks now, and Landmark. Oh, I just crashed out of Landmark. Crash. Landmark is the base game engine, that it's going to be based around, and EverQuest is going to be based on the game engine itself with the EverQuest lore built in. Landmark's going to stay its own game. It won't have any of the EverQuest lore, and it will actually have the construction and lore and everything that the players come up with. Because basically Landmark is going to be somewhat similar to Project Spark in that all of the scripts and everything will be open to the players so that they can actually make their own stuff. So yeah, it's actually pretty darn cool. If you want to come in and chat with the guys, say hi to them. As you can see, I've made the room. I previously made the room before I lost my permissions, and thanks for adding me back in, man.
There's no problem at all.
But yeah, if you want to come in and chat with everyone, please feel free to. You know the drill. I think you'll find Landmark pretty cool. I still play tanks. I don't know if you've been playing tanks lately, but still play tanks. And I'm going to be streaming tanks and all kinds of stuff off and on.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I'll probably chat with y'all another day. I'm just getting ready to head to bed. I was logged off my PlanetSide 2 clans TeamSpeak and decided to check on this one.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you getting in here. I've been wondering when you'd log in because it's like, oh no, I lost all my permissions. That sucks, Source.
Yeah, I'd been checking on it. I actually thought about shutting the server down because nobody seemed to be using it.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, I've had people in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm using it. It's still up here. So if you want to, let me know. If you decide that you want to just do the other server or whatever you're doing, let me know so that I know what's going on. But we're using it.
Yeah, no problem. I just basically wanted to check on it and make sure it was still up and nobody had hacked it, and see if anybody was actually using it or not. So it's no big deal.
Yeah, I've got several games that it's used for. So just keep an eye out. If I'm ever around, just come talk to me.
Alright, will do.
Alright, so we'll talk to you later. I'm going to go back and talk to the guys and let them know what's going on.
Alright.
Alright, peace out. Talk to you later, Trap.
Channel switched.
Clean this up.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I crashed.
Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah.
No problem. They could smooth all this out. They could cut out chunks of it, but at the root, you'll still see that this thing is here. This shape.
I'm still a bit vague on it. Let's say I do, I don't know, to make a monster, so I'll come up with a monster, Dastardly Duck, alright? Dastardly Duck, it's basically got to have duck feet, a duck's body, and a duck's beak.
Okay,
but
here's the thing, we call it a monster, but it doesn't have to be a monster. Like,
right, okay, that's why I'm
our
getting
last
confused.
theme was, because we let the viewers in Jiminy's channel come up with it. Jiminy and Daddy-O's channel, actually, because they were both streaming it that day. The theme they came up with was Steampunk Zen Garden.
Okay.
So we all built a giant steampunk-themed Zen Garden. That's what we built. We didn't get to round 2, though, because one of the people that was playing, their father had a motorcycle accident and had to go.
Oh.
So apparently things aren't that bad, but we didn't know at the time, and he had to go.
Yeah.
So.
Well, glad to hear that everything turned out okay from there. Now, are they limited to the shapes you have on these voxel boards, or are they allowed to use whatever shapes they can come up with?
They could build whatever they want. They just can't use templates.
Yeah, so they're not allowed to spawn in their own template. They have to start fresh, and it's got to be built from what is available.
Right, and they have 2 minutes to do what they can, and then what I've noticed happen is that everybody seems to work on their own section of it. Like I built one of those, Japanese gates in that last build.
Yeah.
And all I was able to do my first round was get a basic shape of it down. And nobody went around there. I mean, some other people did, but nobody continued that part of it. I mean, somebody could if they wanted to. but nobody did. And so basically, for my 4 rounds, I was able to basically finish off that gate and make it look good. So it's all stuff that you can build while you're up there, and between your turns, you can sit back here, getting some stuff ready. Like I could, say I needed a ring, I could place a circle and cut out a ring and get it smooth, and do whatever I needed to do here while I'm waiting for my next turn. While the other people are playing, I could be working on stuff in my square here.
Right on. That's a really constructive idea, and I like what you've come up with as far as the whole idea for what you're going to be able to do, and that shows creativity above and beyond the norm, dude.
But Vanilla, the reason why I was calling it a monster is just because I'm sticking to that whole theme thing, and so whatever they create here is the monster.
Yeah, well, I took it literally because of the decor, the
right.
Emblems of it,
But
Frankenstein and
think
Dracula.
of this game as a mixture of Junkyard Wars. It's kind of like Junkyard Wars. You build something, and then out of parts you find in the junkyard type of thing. But in this one, you're creating your own parts.
Yeah, nice. I like the sound of it.
And
Very much.
It's honestly for any skill level, because, like I said, in 2 minutes, nobody's any good. In 2-minute chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. Is if you get a chance to actually work on your project the whole time, I can see how you'd come up with something really nice. If a team actually planned it out and thought about it and worked together, they could come up with some pretty cool stuff.
In part one, they can't work together.
So the first pass through, it's all solo.
Yeah, they basically go up there and do their part for 2 minutes, because we want it to be a completely loose and whatever thing. Nobody can know exactly what's going to happen up there, and that way no team can team up against another team and and cut out their stuff. That they say player 1 goes and places something, then player 2 goes and deletes it and does something else, and we don't want stuff like that happening. It's all in good fun. It's not serious competition. And then but in part 2, when they take it to their own area, once that part's done, they can collaborate all they want at this point. And they have 30 minutes once the timer starts. To they'll have a few minutes to talk and decide what they want to do. Then the timer starts, and at the end of that 30 minutes, everybody stops, and then it's left in the audience's hands. Both anybody that's here and the people viewing on any streams that are streaming it.
Okay.
They decide the winner of the thing.
Yeah.
It's more for bragging rights. There's no prizes. There's no whatever. And I'll probably make a place somewhere that we can put the last week's build or something, so people can see the last week's
nice
winner.
idea. Obviously, you got to have a gallery as well.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice if you did have a gallery so that you can show off past performances, things that have been made. That's kind of a cool idea, man.
I wish they had like an in-game daytime clock or something to tell you what time it was on the island. The sun is starting to go down though, because I can see the luminous starting to light up.
It's beginning to, isn't it? But I think I want to check this out at night time.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice at night. And the lab part is very well lit, so people can work at any time of day in there.
So those are all light orbs there that are hanging from the roof, right?
Yeah.
Now this is a really cool creation, man. That's nice.
The gist of it was that I've noticed a lot of people are getting, that have been here a while, they're getting a little bored and burned out, kind of thing.
This will certainly
And-
lighten the moment.
Yeah, and give them something else to do that's completely, unplanned, whatever, not much thought. It's a brain dead activity. Well, it's not, but you don't have to put much thought into it, and as much as you want anyway.
Got any thoughts
But-
on a wacky comp here?
What was that?
Have you got any thoughts on having a wacky comp here? To
What is
just
that?
a comp here, like a show host
Oh,
who can
yeah.
who can give lots of dialogue while whatever's being
Oh.
built is being built.
Okay.
I was basically going to be referee, but
Referee, yeah, fine.
I'm not a good. I'm not a good audience entertainer. Hence why I'm not a streamer.
I know Jimmy Monk isn't a big talker, is he? But
No.
I don't know. I wonder if it's something Sarg might like to get involved in.
Yeah, I was going to approach him. He just never seems to have time for me, so I just kind of left it at that. I don't beg people, so if I talk to you a couple times and you don't talk back to me, or you never seem to have time, I'm not going to push the issue at that point.
Yeah,
It's-
he's busy.
you know,
Hey, Night Owl. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I'm Original Lord Drow. Thank you for stopped by before. I can't remember. But yeah, well, welcome. We're out here checking out a build by Metallical, which is very impressive. He's got some serious things going on here and some interesting plans for a game show. If you want to have a look, and you've got any of us friended, or if you need to friend us,
you can
fire
also
away.
Search for Metallical in the gallery.
That's right. Look up Metallical in the gallery and the monster build, and that's where we are at. And it's a
Sorry.
dang impressive site here. He's got a claim that is just way impressive.
What's your timescale for launch day then? The debut day.
Gonna try to do it this coming weekend. This coming Saturday. I got to talk to to Daddio and Jiminy first. I'm not locking down to them, but they've been with it the longest so far. And interested. So I'd rather talk to them and try to nail down a schedule. And if right now I was gonna do it like once a week, but if there's demand, if people like it enough, then we could go more than that. But
I think you do right with once a week. I would say possibly to do it twice or might
Yeah.
take the.
I wouldn't do it more than
well-
3 times a week. Let's put it that way.
Oh wow. Maybe when it's in full swing, but I mean now.
But that depends on if there's interest for 3 times a week.
Yeah. of
If
course.
there's not, then it's going to be 1 time a week, basically. We'll see how it all turns
to
out.
tell the truth, that category would scare me. Like the steampunk garden.
Now this,
It scared all of us, to be honest. None of us knew what we were doing.
I mean,
But
I
see,
can't
that's
make
the
cogs or
insanity
anything.
of it. That's the
that's done with Lumicite.
what is? I'm sorry.
The bright green and bright red colors.
Yes, that is Lumicite, and like I said, it's starting to light up now. So it means we're going into the evening phase.
Yeah, Night Owl was asking about that. He was asking how you got those bright colors.
Good old Lumicite. If you want, you can show him the full palette of Lumicite down here.
Yeah. Here's the Lumicite palette here, and all of those bright colors right in that strip right there. Those are all Lumicite, and those are constructed stone made from ore and other elements in the game. And you do that on it's the saw.
It's made from marble and gems.
Yep, marble and gems, and it's made on the saw.
Yeah, your sawmill. That's where you make it.
And
Pretty much any of the bright colors you see. The yellow on this hazard border.
do you have all the textures on that already?
For the most part, there were some that were just really too similar. There's still a lot that are similar that I didn't put up there, but I think that that's all but like maybe 5 at the most. But that's every texture so far right now in the game.
Yeah, that's a nice collection of textures, Metallical.
And it always loads up different when you run away from it. So you may need to do Alt Enter to see them all because these columns here should be the metals.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I'm
Iron
seeing.
is on the bottom because it has the most of the metals because it has like a few different kinds. Then there's your terrains on the second row from the top.
Yep.
Above that, I think, is also some terrains and some other things.
Yeah, I'm
Then
guessing
your
that's
woods.
marble at the end, and
These are your stones.
yep.
You know, the different, because they all have the same textures. But your obsidian, your alabaster, your marble. And then, yeah, the next section is the woods and the woods, the gems, and the lumicite.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's
And
a
these are plain stone here that didn't really fit with the rest. So.
okay. Yeah,
It's
that's
really hard to
impressive.
try to organize all those.
Yeah, I can see how that would have taken some time to get it figured out and spread out. And a couple of those boards I actually recognize outright.
Yeah, Tenma supplied all these boards and these shape pieces and whatnot because we found out we didn't have them in our first thing, but sometimes they come in handy to be able to grab one of these in your turn or whatever, and use them as part of the build or whatever instead of having to try to make it right then and there because you really don't have much time.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a really short amount of time. So I can see how having some base shapes to start with would be really useful. You know, and I like how you've got those curves and the arches, and it looks like inside and outside curves and arches.
All that is Tenma's doing. He is awesome like that, and he laid them out and put them up there. If you ever need any boards, or if you want to learn more about, more advanced building stuff and how to do some of that stuff, even if you don't know much of anything, you can still learn the advanced stuff pretty easy from Tenma. He, on his stream or whatever, he teaches a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to check out his stream because that's one of the things that I've been wanting to do is learn the more detailed complexities of the alternate voxel types that are available. I've kind of watched some of it and I've seen some of how it's done, but I just haven't totally wrapped my head around it. Right now, I'm still building in cubes.
He'll break it down for you too. If you ask him, he's really, really useful in breaking it down. He's good at that and explaining it to people. He's also good for not just more advanced stuff, but also how to do stuff really clean. So you have good clean results and not all these little distortions and things. Because that makes a big difference. And that alone can take a builder from mediocre to awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is just cleaning up what they've already built. Something like getting those cleanup techniques that make things look better.
Yeah, that's mighty nice, and this is a really cool claim here. I'm super impressed with what you guys have done.
Yeah, I don't live in a bubble. This was done with other people's help and time and ideas, and this has been very much a group effort.
I love the monitors.
I like the VIP room with the couches.
That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, lots of spectator space.
Yeah, this is all Kylan here. Kylan Silent did this whole thing. He did it for something else, and we kind of made it. We retrofitted it to work here. I had to take off some of the stuff he had on there. Where the Tesla coils are on top, he had this really nice scoreboard, but it was made up of like 80 lights because it actually lit up, and you could change the numbers on it and stuff. And yeah, we had to get rid of it because it was just causing too much lag.
That's kind of cool.
This isn't really a game with a score, you know.
Yeah, the tannoys are really creative as well. Everything about this is just spot on.
Yeah, he did the speakers up there and all the little scaffolding and stuff. It's a great build. His colors were better. I had to recolor it to more fit the darker, you know, castle theme thing.
You got to find somebody with a gold lame jacket now, then.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make a gaudy announcer's costume or outfit thing.
Now that would be funny. That's just what they need.
Of course.
Wow. Yeah. Good call, Van. This is really impressive.
Hey, it wasn't my idea, mate.
If you look at it on the map, it's just... I love looking at things on the map, because it's like a miniature version of them.
Yeah, sweet. Monster build right there.
I love that the map is live. You know,
Yeah.
if you zoom in enough, you can actually see me standing on top of the Tesla coil on the concession stand area.
Oh yeah, the yellow dot.
I see
Yep.
Pernicus down there. I can see his cloak flapping.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Pity you can't move when you're looking at the map view.
You know, I go around looking for streaming landmark, and so I found yours, and you know, I like to find new people because I love to see people's reactions to things when they learn that, you know, they can do certain things.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've noticed that people don't get right away is that the map is live and that you can actually rotate it in 3D. A lot of people don't think about that. They just kind of scroll it around or zoom in and out, but they don't actually, you know, use the right mouse button to actually rotate it.
No, I discovered that the first time I entered the map. Was brilliant, fantastic feature.
Yeah, see, and that's one of the features that I always check on because it's such a handy tool in any game. I wish more games made use of functionality like that.
Yeah, it uses a lot of resources on the map. A lot of people have been crying about the water moving on it, so you know, I think justifiably as well. It's just a map, isn't it? Most people use it for.
Yeah, and they actually made the water stationary now on the map.
Yeah, just about 10 days ago or something.
Yeah. But
see, and that to me, that's sad and boring.
Yeah, it was getting some people sick apparently.
Yeah,
So-
like I believe that.
Yeah, but you know, I tend to take people at their word till I know better.
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't take them at their word, but it's not something I'd easily believe.
It is a hard pill to swallow, so. But I have heard of strange things like that before, so who knows?
Quite true.
But yeah, that also on the map, no props appear, no trees.
Yeah.
No props.
Yep.
Which was a problem for a build another guy did because he made a giant match game. You know, where you match two shapes. You know, he used doors as the little lids, and you would open one door and you open another one. Well, if you go to map view though, the doors didn't appear, so all the symbols were visible. So what he did is he built a giant shell over the whole thing with voxels. So if you look at it on the map, all you see is the giant shell.
Fair enough.
He encased it, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the only way to stop people prying into your claim. Build a double wall.
Yeah, you have to do the double wall because if not, you'll get whatever. Which I'm wondering if that's what they're going to incorporate to stop us looking through the walls and caves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's and for me, it's give and take. I kind of find it handy, but if they provide us a tool that will detect hollow spaces on from where you're at, similar to the other detectors, then we won't have to look through the walls, because those other pockets are so small that there is no way other than pure luck that you would wind up running into those other spaces.
Yeah, I mean, drilling through them is bad enough without knowing where they are. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, and I mean, I really have to say it. I don't think the chests without the bug are worth it.
Yeah.
And maybe they should make it random at the point you click the thing is how many times, how much loot you'll get out of it or something like that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they need to do something because before I knew about that, it really wasn't that worth it to me.
Well, once everybody's got the stuff, they're not going to go back, are they? Or I'd say most of the population.
Well, you're going to have to soon enough because that's the only place that, the resources are going to be.
Yeah, but I mean, once you're not going to go out for fun because of all the drilling involved.
Oh, definitely no. And it wasn't fun. I have a belt. I don't know. Did you guys get the belt yet?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a belt because a guy was nice enough to give me it.
Nice.
But in all the chests I've opened, and I've opened quite a few, I never saw a belt.
Yeah.
And that bugs me too because I don't like that they're using pure random number generation. A, for placing a chest. B, for what's in the chest. Because anytime they do random number generation, it's always going to be that there's people out there that get a lot, and there's people out there that get nothing. And I'm one of the people that seems to always get nothing out of random.
Yeah, well, it took me 20 hours. And about, I don't know, at least 80 chests.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got you beat. I've been doing it, I mean, pretty much non-stop, which is why I was telling you today I was taking a break from them.
Yeah.
But I was doing it pretty much non-stop since the caves came out. But, see, and they already changed their mind once because they changed the way we make tools because, as they said, they were tired of making tools and not getting, the random thing wasn't good enough because they weren't getting legendary weapons themselves or tools. So therefore, they didn't feel it was a good enough system because some people will get some, and then there's some people that aren't going to get any at all.
Yeah, and
So
the forums cried about that.
There needs to be something in there. Maybe it needs to be pseudo-random and not truly random. In that, maybe there's a stat that goes up the more chests you open until you finally get a payout.
That would be good.
A sliding scale type thing.
Yeah.
See, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Because otherwise, people are going to get frustrated. I already know people that still haven't gotten the belt that are frustrated and don't even want to log in.
Won't be tired any streamer that gives them away.
Yeah. It's I guess the thing I find most annoying about it though is that there's no effort versus reward thing going on here. It's out of whack. Because
yeah,
I
that's
feel
gonna come, isn't it? Though.
I feel if you go through the trouble of going into those pocket caves, we found that you found more chests not going into the pocket caves.
Okay.
You look through a cave, once you're done, you evac to safety, move on to the next cave, and you'll find a lot more chests at a more rapid rate that way than taking the time to drill through the thing, get to the cave, and find there's no chest in there. So, that's what I mean by effort versus reward. Is like you should be rewarded for going to these far off weird
Yeah.
places.
What you're saying there, I found that on the first day that caves were released. While I was getting used to them, I was just hopping around the islands, discovering them from the unclaimable land map.
Yeah.
And finding the entrance and diving in. But yeah, I probably got about, I don't know, 10, 12 chests within the first hour of messing about in them than I have since I've started drilling.
Yeah, see? I mean, it just... Even if it is random, odds are more in your favor, it seems, to go and, just run to a new cave. Well, once you've looked over a cave, run to another one and, and just keep going around the island that way.
Yeah.
Because there's enough caves marked on the map that'll keep you busy until
Definitely.
they reset. We've seen...
Yep.
We haven't seen it actually reset, but we've seen a cave change. Not the physical change of it happening, but we went into a cave once and it was one way, and we went into the same cave after a little while and it was completely different. So they do change, because there were some people wondering if they did or not.
Yeah, see, and I had that question as well. Is once the caves are set on a map, do they stay exactly the same, or do they change over time? I mean, I know that the dug holes and things heal themselves. So it made me wonder, if you were to go around like we have been on a map, does that give it enough time for everything to spawn and change or not?
I don't know the timer involved. That's the thing, because it was about 30 minutes in the space we waited, but that cave could have been one way for 8 hours, and then we just happened to catch it after it changed. So we don't know as to from personal experience as to what kind of time scale they use, or any kind of triggering mechanisms, because it may be that after somebody has found a chest in here, or maybe after a person's been in here, we'll start a timer. In 3 hours the cave will change. I don't know if there's any kind of triggers like that or anything like that. We don't have enough data as players yet to understand that. I'm sure people will figure it out, but the people I've been running with lately, we haven't figured that out yet. But my understanding is that the cave openings will stay where they are. But when you cross the cave opening into the cave, that part could be entirely different.
Okay, so as you enter a cave, the things in it are randomly generated?
No. What I'm saying is that when the caves change, their actual opening on the island doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
But as to when they change, I don't know. The cave's already there. Hence why you can see them when you look up through the wall. The cave's already there. It's already been generated before you ever get near it. I'm just saying that when you go into a cave, there's like an entrance part you can kind of see that's kind of different terrain-wise than the cave itself.
Mm-hmm.
That entrance part will always be that entrance part, and it'll be right there. But that part that's after that type of terrain, where it turns into the actual cave, that part, you can go in it one day and it'll be one way, and then the next day it could be entirely different. The layout of that whole cave.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That sounds like an interesting thing to take a look at and double check. Because I know the one cave that's close to my claim, each time I've gone in there, the main layout always seems the same. But yes, the various plants and things that are inside of it change from day to day.
Yeah, and that's why there was going to be a claim like on the implementation of caves, because the entrances always remain in the same place. But you couldn't have them randomly spawning in somebody's castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because wouldn't it be weird if we're here playing a game and all of a sudden a cave opening just appears? I mean, it'd be entertaining just to watch it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would sort of suck if it packed up the whole claim because a cave opening all of a sudden appeared.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with you on that and assume that once the cave locations on a particular map are determined, they stay that way for good.
Yes, the entrances, yes. But what the cave does beyond the entrance could be anything. Is any part that's underground, and it may even. Well, no, yeah. I'm thinking it could be anything at that point. But I don't think it'll break back out of the ground. Because again, that would be silly. Because it has the chance of appearing where there's somebody's claim, and that would be silly.
You've got these like
Where are you?
the gantries up on the main sort of stage roof.
Yeah.
You got the metal sort of racks here.
Yeah.
The metalwork. Do you not think it'd be sort of complementary? Oh, you got them around the edge as well on the walkways. Would it not be complementary to put them on if you want to fill the, sort of break the giant wall up a bit where the Frankenstein and Dracula are, to have something like that?
That would be good. It would give it more of that feel of a studio type thing.
Rather making it more castleified with, I mean, not, I know it's good work, that balcony and such, but I wondered if it would be more in keeping with the effect that you're trying to get.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I might do that towards the top ends of it, and have some stuff like that.
Yeah, I could picture sort of wireframe walkway underneath the main sign and stuff, and then maybe I don't know, that sort of style stairs up to it or something. I don't know. Throwing it out there, if you can use it, great.
No, it is a good idea.
Yeah, this is.
You can start to see now how everything's starting to light up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can see the lab in there.
It's
the lab.
Definitely more prominent. I tell you, it's really good.
And the blue is just there to bring it a little bit more to life with the electricity and stuff.
Yep, works great. Fantastic.
Same with these. This one's just not as prominent. They're smaller here because they're more visible. I was able to hide them better, in other words, on the ones way up there.
Wow. And that is going bright white at this point on that sign.
Yeah, it's good out of limit sight. The only thing is from back here, it starts to go into low detail mode, so it looks like water splashing on it.
Okay.
Whereas if you come forward, it looks more like electricity. When you actually get into the claim that it is.
Yeah, it's a lot finer. Well, I don't know. I wonder in that case, why not consider just changing the texture to a violet lumicite or something to get the effect right across.
Of what? The electricity?
Yeah. If it's out of texture here, the LOD is pretty low here. It does look like water.
Hey, Drive.
Yeah, no,
Good to meet you.
Being splashed with water.
We're just kind of examining this build being done by Metallical. Really cool build for a game show, and discussing some of the things that were done and some of the decisions that he made. If you have any questions or concerns about Landmark or any of the things that we're showing off, please feel free to ask, and we'll do our best to answer.
Drow is so complimentary. Say it like it is, Drow. We're ripping it to bits.
That's right. We're tearing apart. We're being rude.
The other thing is that I used a lot of mithril because it has electrical sparks looking in it. So
yeah, that's one of the things that I really like about Mithril.
That's actually a mixture of a lot of things. It's mithril, diamond, and aquamarine.
And I see it close too. Yeah, very good.
Which, yeah, play with those blending textures because sometimes you can get some really neat results with them. And a lot better than making just water with, with just one material.
Just for the heck of it, I'm going to spend a little while later today trying to make some lightning.
Okay.
If I come up with anything that I think might be alright, I'll let you have a look. You can either use it or not, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
I've used a lot of
Could
stuff
I
for
take
other
it?
people.
Can I get a template of the lab? So I could work
Sure.
it around that. Is it Healed Earth? Because I don't want.
The lab?
Yeah.
It is
won't
Lumicite.
No, what I'm saying is it made in Healed Earth? Because it'll
No,
lose its
that
shape
was-
if it's.
That was completely made by me. No Healed
Okay.
Earth.
If I start
Line
attaching
tool and
voxels to it, is it going to start giving artifacts off?
yes, it's all made of voxels, so it's going to if you put any voxels around it, it's going to distort the angles in it.
Okay.
Or the curves, yeah.
Okay. I'll just tell us how many voxels it is across, then I'll come up with something. I won't need the copy of it.
Okay, I'll tell you 1 second.
Yeah, I love how you did the Tesla coils and the lightning between them.
Of course, I would love to have real, like, animated lightning.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's just a matter of time. I mean, they do say that we're supposed to wind up with scripting to do animations later on.
So what I have measurement-wise right now, having the whole word selected, is 22 tall. And actually, that's most of it's 21 tall. It's just this L has a higher point on it.
Okay.
So it's 21 tall by 65 wide.
Okay, though. Right, we'll have a play with that later. I seriously think I could come up with something.
Cool. Like I said, I've used a lot of stuff by other people. You know, I'm not afraid to accept donations of time and effort.
Well, I'm going to go back. This is impressive. I'm going to go back over to the sailing game for a little bit.
Okay, mate.
Okay.
So that'll stay on the stream for a bit. So.
Right. Well, I think I'm gonna go get something to eat now, and when I come back, I think I'm gonna try and make some lightning.
Oh, and I still think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. They are too big for me.
I'll tell you what. I mean, my compliments for this place stand. Totally amazed by it.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a really amazing. It's a really amazing build, Metallical. I'm impressed with that to no end, man.
It should be fun to use it.
Yeah, I can't wait for debut.
And once we do get some more scripting things, I want to build in a timer that will go off if we can do that. I hope we can. If there'll be some way of doing that. So that it's a lot easier, because right now we have to use external means of timing the 2 minutes.
The blue's coming in really well now, and the white is. Well, obviously it's getting dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go away, big mean ships. Go away, big
But as
mean
you can
ships.
see, at least the build area here is very well lit, so they can still work during the nighttime cycles.
It is. It's brilliant.
And whatever I can automate with whatever tools they give us, I don't know. But whatever I can, I'm definitely going to use, for this.
Yeah, definitely. No portcullises though.
No. Because I'm a player, I don't have time to watch streams.
Yeah, should be forced to, mate. I tell you.
The right side, ready to
And
fire!
I had so much more stuff to say about that, because I got tired of that analogy about buying a car and having somebody else drive it. No. I listen to streams and play the game at the same time. To me, the analogy would have been better if they'd bought a car and they were, reading the owner's manual or watching a video on features the car had that they may not know about.
It's like
somehow...
getting a sell-through car seat cover, not having someone drive it for you.
Yeah. you just want to use your car to its fullest potential, and to do that, you have to learn things. You may not know that how to shift gears properly, let's say, and you watch somebody doing it, and then you're like, oh, I understand now.
Right.
That's to me what streaming is about. Most of the times. Most of the people I watch pretty religiously. And they don't have to go out of their way to teach. If they're building something, I'll watch how they build stuff. Because that all comes in handy. It's all knowledge for playing the game.
Quite right. I think that's its major value to me.
Yes.
Well, that's why I got on tonight, because I was having such a hard time trying to figure out the game. I figured I'd watch some people play it.
And by the way, I hadn't forgotten about you. Just we got sidetracked talking about this. But if you have any questions, please hit me up.
I've been just digging through caves.
Yeah, well, and Metallical has been around a lot longer than I have. I'm one of the new guys on the block. Somebody like Metallical, if it comes down to it, him or some of the guys at Tenma and some of the people that you see the voxel boards from, they're the ones who have been around long enough to actually discover all the interesting things the engine can do. I think I was saying it earlier that a lot of the things that these builders have done and the things that they have developed with the voxels are things that the programmers didn't even realize you could do with the voxels. They were just looking at it like new builders building out of blocks and spheres. And nothing else really special about the builds, whereas all of these really talented voxelmancers have figured out things that just make you able to do a lot more than what the engine was originally intended.
Did you already leave, Vanillion?
Oh no, on the monster side.
Well, before this weekend, I had never heard the word voxel.
Well, and voxel terrains have been around for a long time. One of the earliest games that used a voxel terrain engine was an old game called Apache. There was Apache and Comanche that used voxel terrains. There was also another game called Terra Nova. Now, you couldn't tear up the landscape like you can now, but they still used a voxel landscape to represent the game world. And it was a fast method for displaying the graphics. It was a lot faster than your average polygonal methods that were out there. And it was a relatively quick method to generate terrains on the fly and do all kinds of neat things. Die! Die! Go away!
Voxel is just a three-dimensional pixel, basically. This is my completely unfinished, probably never
Go away!
Personal build.
Go away!
Very modern look to it.
Yeah, I was trying to do something modern because I hadn't done that yet.
Cool.
No, I was going to show you here my secret hidden lab.
Alright.
And I still have you guys showing it. I've still got Landmark going in the background right now in case you guys were wondering. Oh, I am all out of cannonballs. I'm so gonna die.
Oh yeah.
This is my workshop area where I'd do stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I've just got rid of a lab in a mountain to put a dockside on the colony.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I use the checkerboard floor because I can see distortions in it if I have to clean them up. But
yeah,
it's a measurement device for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So I could basically kind of eyeball something and see how big it is. So that's why I mainly use it.
Yeah,
and I just like to always theme my workshop. See, here's my extra materials I've been getting.
Oh yeah,
up on the ceiling.
yeah. Well, I've not put mine on the ceiling before. I just put them in chunks on the floor. I like your idea there.
Oh, it just
Oh God!
Because I will get to them. I just I don't know if you ever saw our mega claim when it was still up.
No, probably. I may have done. I did watch Jiminy's stream a few times.
A few streamers went to that one. During Alpha, there was a mega claim by the what's Daddy-O's guild? I forget the name of it. I can't remember it. Oh, I want to remember it. That's gonna bug me until I remember it. But yeah, on Daddy-O's last during Alpha, they had a mega claim. A mega claim is basically finding a bug, and you're able to place multiple claims by multiple people all in the same area and together as one, basically.
Yeah.
They had like 30 something or something from what Tama says. You can find videos of a walkthrough of the
Giant City.
Yeah, that was ours.
Yeah, I saw that a few times. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I saw Spooty go over.
Yeah, he made a building for it.
Yeah, I saw him making that.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. We got rid of it because originally we were told we were gonna have claim wipes, and we found the bug and we reported it, but they let us keep it.
Yeah,
until the
that was really
cave
cool
wipes.
of them to do that.
Yeah, they use it for testing, from what I understand. Because at some point they want to introduce a feature like that for like guilds to do a group claim like that. So I mean that will be coming at some point. It's just right now it causes way too much lag and a lot of problems that way.
Yeah, I think Pernicus would be interested to see that city. Is it on video anyway?
Probably not. Maybe in somebody's somebody's archived stream maybe, but other than that, no, sadly. We tried to get as many people out there to see it because we kept telling people it was going to be gone after Caves came.
Hey, Aragother, how you doing?
Well, Giovanni did a building for it, didn't he?
Yes.
Obviously, all the top builders were involved. It was really nice.
Oh, I'm gonna get sunk.
Before we opened it up to the guest people, most of it was the three of us.
Yeah. They've got to bring that back.
Yeah, if you want to see the claim that we were looking at earlier, right now I'm playing a game called Age of Pirates: City of Abandoned Ships. That's what I'm streaming. I've also got another stream going on over here. And Metallical has a claim that he is showing off that is hugely impressive. Let me pull that up for a moment here.
Mainly, the only thing I've done on this claim here is the terraforming and stuff too.
Yeah, I can see
for the layout. But beyond that, I haven't really done much to it
And
yet.
so this is his monster build,
This is really
game show build that he did with several other people.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
And I'm assuming you guys are on a different plot right now.
Well, we're only around the back of it.
Yeah, just north of that one.
Okay.
But it's nothing worth showing, really.
Yeah, you're just showing off the secret lab. I heard that.
Yeah, it's just my empty, where I, mess around and try to come up with stuff.
I know all his secrets now.
Uh-oh, you know too much.
You must
I
die.
have to kill you.
We have our ways of taking care of those that know too much.
No,
Knowledge
Mr.
is
Vanilla,
power.
I expect you to die.
Oh, this is really coming out now.
Yeah.
Great.
But yeah, especially around the stands and stuff, the lighting. I have a texture misloaded. This one's supposed to be red, and it looks like iron plates to me.
What, the red Lumicite?
No, the inside part.
Is it the
That's what-
big
oh, yes.
cube at
Yeah,
the top
right.
of the mountain back here?
I'm sorry, Pernicus, what was that?
Is it the big cube here on top of the mountain?
It kind of looks like a modern house with a bridge in front.
There is a secret laboratory underneath.
Yeah, but I gotta move the rock out of the way for him to get
Yeah.
into it. I think my game just locked up.
Nope. I'm on a build called Legador's Claim.
Oh no, it was just straight north. It was the first claim, but you know, right after the monster build one, just north of the.
Got
monster
it.
build one.
I went.
It's nothing fancy. I'm telling you that it's just yeah, it's nothing fancy at all.
Yeah, I've got hammered tungsten on this side, hammered iron on that side.
Yeah, it's supposed to be tungsten and rubicite. Wow,
Yeah.
even the game won't like quit.
Right, nice one. I'm going to get something to eat. Thank you for having us, LD.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you for visiting.
happy to have you guys come on to my stream and show off your stuff. It's very cool, you guys. Also, again, thank you for following my stream and you know, spending the time with me. It means a lot.
Brilliant. Nice one. And if I come up with anything decent Metallical, I'll send you a message.
Oh, please do.
Okay, take care, guys. I might see you later.
You too.
Hey, we'll see you later, Van.
Bye bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Now weird, my game just came back out of the blue. That's really, really weird. Sorry, now I meant to come. You're still at that claim?
Who is?
Are you still at that claim?
Yeah, I was. I'm just a short ways from it. It's the house with the bridge, right?
Yeah. Like I said, it's completely unfinished. There's not much there, but I call it the secret lab because I do have it hidden or whatever. But that's just because I'm silly. But yeah, I'll show you where the entrance to that is, and you can go look at it and see what yeah, it's just an empty lab type area, construction area.
And that's no surprise to me because there are plenty of people that do that. Ah.
Yeah.
Nice. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is a mad scientist. Right now we're on adventure in its overhang map, Aragother. Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's just where I do my main building and stuff.
Look at the little toy tools.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just do
aren't
that
they
so-
so cute?
So I can get between them faster because yeah, I hate it when they're all large and I have to run across the whole wall to get from one end to the other.
And I'm assuming that's the voxel board you use most of the time.
Yeah, it's a more simple one. There's more advanced ones. This one here, I made these microvoxels out of the new smooth tool because I wanted to see, and then I do use this diagonal one a lot, so I put it there. But yeah, I use these more than anything. But yeah, if I need something, I come to this one usually. There's other ones that I could pull out and use, but these are the ones that, for 99% of the stuff I do, I can use.
Nice.
I'm not super hardcore like some people. Like I said, I'm mostly a builder that just experiments and comes up with stuff. Then trying to break down how stuff works and things.
Nice. Yeah, well,
I
that's
don't have the brain for it. They're a lot smarter than me, those people.
well, and it's that. I think that's just a matter of knowing how the voxels work. I'm assuming that most
Yeah.
of the people who have figured out how the voxels can do so many things, I'm guessing that either one, they're programmers and they've worked with voxels before, or two, they just have a lot of time on their hands and poke at it and poke at it and poke at it until it does something weird. And then when they get it to do something interesting and weird, well, then that's when they're like, oh, check this out.
I'm cleaning out from our little cave thing all the extra stuff I just got. Resources.
Yeah, I need to do that again soon too. Oh, your void vault is right here.
Yeah, on the ceiling back here, you'll see that I'm stocking up all these big squares of all these extra resources. This is past what fits in my inventory and my vault.
Mm-hmm.
If it's up on the ceiling, it means I'm full on both of those.
So when you put things in your claim, they don't disappear forever. You can reclaim them.
Well,
Go ahead, sorry.
what I was going to say is according to the streams by the devs, what will eventually happen is anytime there's a wipe, anything on your claim, generally speaking, it will just be a claim wipe. And what that means is that all the claims get wiped out. But when that happens, anything on your claim will be turned into a template and put into your template inventory. And all of the materials will go into your overflow. So you won't lose out on any work that you've done. Basically, you just need to make sure that you have the materials necessary. You make your claim, and then you can plunk the template right back down on your claim. So generally speaking, you won't lose anything. You might lose the exact location you created it on, but as far as the design and the materials, you shouldn't lose out on anything.
So putting something on the ceiling is a legitimate way to store material.
Yes.
Yes.
Because any materials that you place on the claim are, if you use the subtract tool, they go back into your inventory. Now, if it was existing stuff, like you're trimming off the top of a mountain to make it level, you're not going to get any of that dirt because that was pre-existing virgin dirt. Only anything you placed on that claim, when you subtract it, you'll get it back. If that made sense.
Yes, it did.
So just because you cut a big hole in the ground doesn't mean you're going to have a lot of dirt. You know, that dirt only comes from any dirt you mined.
Hey, Finite. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for visiting again. Right now we're just checking out Metallical's claim. This is Metallical's Mad Laboratory. He was just kind of showing it to me. And he has the entrance hidden in a really creative manner. We were looking at another claim of his and several other of the builders in the game that are big builders right now that they've been working together on. There's some pretty impressive stuff between the two claim sets. Yeah, this is really nice, Metallical, and I like the whole idea of you're measuring the patchwork floor, the checkerboard floor for measurements. That's a really great idea, man.
So each square is 2 by 2, so I can basically count things off in twos. and you know, if I had a big block, you know, I know that that's 12 because it's 6 of those cubes.
Nice.
You know, it's just
Nice,
a good
okay.
measuring system.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a great way to do it. I may have to steal that idea later on.
It also helps me in knowing, because I don't want to mess up like voxel boards and stuff when I'm using the smooth tool or something. So I always make it in from the walls, and then as you can see, I know that if I'm near there to be really careful, you know, because I lose track of what I'm doing sometimes, and I'll be over here and I'll be over here and I'll be smoothing something over there, and then I'll just be like, you know, I'll completely ruin that whole board. Yeah, I have it templated, but you know, it's a pain still. So
yeah, because then you've got to erase out the board and get it back out again.
Yeah. So I use, that's why there's the border around there, because then I know, you know, hey, be careful around here.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I had there were several guys that came to one of my claims previously and gave basically set me up with a bunch of their voxel boards. But then what happened is that when they installed them in what was my laboratory, only they were too big to fit. And so I lost out on parts of the boards they did just because of the way that they put them in there.
That way it's, you know, as blended as I can get it anyway. With the rock covering it.
That's interesting, because believe it or not, there seems to be a bug with props. Take a look at the stream. Your rock is invisible to me.
Yeah, but you still can't walk through it.
Nope, still can't walk through it.
Yeah, that's a new bug. And yeah, anytime somebody adjusts something around you or places a prop right when they place it, you won't see it. Now, if you come running over here,
well, and what I'm thinking is run away so that it has a chance.
Right, and then run back, it'll probably load in that.
Yeah, get far enough so that it forces it to pop, and I'll bet you, yeah, you're right. Run out a ways. Let's run back and see if it's popped in yet.
I'll find out in 30 seconds or so. I'm watching the stream now.
Yeah, I didn't actually get far enough away, I'm gonna guess. So let's really go far away so that...
That may not work though, so...
Well, I'm going to guess if I get so far away that the details have gone away, when I come back, it'll probably pop in again. Because I didn't get far enough away that the cube on your claim even disappeared. Yeah, I hear my kitty, that crazy fool. I may have to show off my kitty momentarily here.
Nice.
Let's go way up here, and we'll climb the mountain and fly back and see what happens.
Gotta say, the flying thing is fun.
No, is there a trick to finding the chests? I've been digging around for a while now and not found any.
It's all random where a chest is going to be.
Yep, random dumb luck. Because for the first 3 days after the patch happened, I didn't find a single one. At this point, we've found dozens, but that was like groups of us working together. And whenever somebody found one, we'd be like, got a chest! And then everybody would gather around it.
That's my best recommendation, is work in a group. The way we did it, where we found the most chests, was we would work in a group. We would each we'd go into the same cave. We'd go different directions.
Right.
We'd scope out the whole
Right.
cave.
Right.
And then we would end up finding the the chest. If somebody found one, then we would all just turn and go towards them with our pulverizers if it was too much of a pain to get back. And then we'd all open it at the same time. Because the cool thing about loot in this game is that you don't have to be in the same team. As long as you're around when that chest is opened, you'll get loot from it.
Oh, nice.
Free falling.
Being in a team helps though, because then you can see your teammates no matter how far they get away from you, because you'll see them all the way across the island, and it'll tell you how far they are.
Okay, yeah. Once I got far enough away that everything was forced to pop, the rock's now there.
Yeah, sadly that's a new bug, and I don't know. I think it's part of their optimization process. I think they're trying to make props, unload basically at times.
Careful.
So that they don't eat up more resources than they need to.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
Because I have noticed some improvements, and especially on distance viewing, things actually kind of retain their shape now a lot better than they used to. Because you'd see like a big blob on the top of a mountain, and now you can at least see, it's not so much a blob anymore, and it's got some definition. Some, I mean.
Yeah. Well, and I'm assuming that they're eventually hoping to have it taken care of so that we can see the shape entirely. I don't. I'm assuming that because of the way that the voxels work, I don't know. It may wind up always being a blob.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know how much resources it takes to to show. I know that it would take a lot of resources to show every voxel from any distance. So there's going to have to be something going on there.
Okay, this is the other claim that we were looking at. It's actually a game show kind of thing called Monster Build. He's got some really neat ideas on what they're going to do, and they've already done some game show presentations. So it's actually looking pretty darn cool.
Yeah,
in
we
fact,
did some test runs to kind of nail down where we're at now, and all that can still change from the rules and all that.
I just gave the main claim a like.
Thank you. The like system's kind of broken because it's kind of, I don't know. If you're out of the way, I mean, I know some people with some amazing, incredible builds that have like 3 votes, and if people see them, they would say, that's an amazing build, and they would like it. But the problem is they're just on the outskirts of the map, and nobody goes by there.
Yeah, well, and that's one of those things where I honestly think that they shouldn't. It's nice to have the random presentation in the gallery, but you should have the option to choose how it's presented to you. If you want it done by popularity, or if you want it done randomly, or can you?
Yes, you just have to switch it over to list mode. If you open up your gallery, and at the top right of the main gallery window, you'll see there's the My Store button, but you'll see down there's 2 buttons. If you switch to list view, you can click on any of those columns and organize them by that.
My Store, gallery, search. I am not seeing the buttons you're talking about.
Did you switch to gallery? The gallery tab?
Oh, duh. That would always help. Okay, so you're talking about those 2 buttons right there.
Yeah. And one of them is the icon view, and one's the list view. And in the list view, you can actually click on the column headers and organize them. If you want to do it by likes, which would be your popularity, you would have to do it twice to see the most liked, because it's going to do it ascending first.
Okay.
And Queen K Castle will always be up at the top. I don't know how, but it is. Which makes me wonder, because I don't know how they could be getting that many likes at a time. Somebody would say there's a bug that when they liked it, it actually added like 8 likes to it or something. But it's insane. Their total likes is 1526. Because you can put your mouse over the number of likes and you can see the total likes.
So what is that like number then? Is that like how many likes today?
No, it's the current amount of likes. Okay, but when you like something, your like on that claim lasts for 14 days. After 14 days, your like fades off of it. If you want to like it again, you can. If like, okay, are you still here on this claim?
Yeah, I'm still on the monster claim right now.
Go up to the like thing and put your mouse over the like button. It'll say you can like this claim again in, like, 13 days, so many hours.
Total likes. I'm gonna assume that I have to actually open the window for it.
Up at the top, up at the top where you did the like.
Oh, that's okay.
And put your mouse over the
13
like
days. Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
So your like is gonna fade off of that. So the current likes is how many active. They're still in the 14 days. That used to only be 7 days. This last patch just changed it to 14 days. That your like is good for.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that sucks, Finite Death. Are you all right? Are you in an area where it's really, really hot and really, really humid, or is it just a warm day? So okay, nice. That makes sense then, Metallical.
So yeah, but it keeps track of the total amount of likes it's got, even the ones that have expired.
Okay, so there's a total likes versus the current active likes.
Right.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
And if you want to wipe them all out, you change your tags to nothing, and hit and click on tag, and that will wipe out all your votes. And even if you tag it again, you'll start out at 0.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if you've seen my lame claim yet.
I've seen bits and pieces of when I've caught your stream, but not past that yet.
Oh well, let me do this. I've still got a lot of work to do on it, but
that's the joy of these type of games, is that they're really never done.
Let's go. Oh. Let's start there. That's the one that's the easiest. That one doesn't wind up in water. Otherwise, my luck is I'd wind up in the water, and then it takes a little while to get to it.
Just tell me when you load in, and I'll report to you. What's up?
I'm going to sign off for the night. I've got a lightning storm moving in, so I want to shut down my equipment.
No problem, Shoge. I'll be.
You've been immensely helpful.
Well, I'll be streaming on a nightly or bi-nightly schedule. I haven't come up with my final schedule yet, but keep an eye out for me. I'll regularly be streaming. I will almost always stream at least one night on the weekend, if not most of the weekend. All depending on what chores I've got to do around the house. But I'll always be doing Landmark or one of the other games that I play. As you can see, I'm actually streaming a couple of games. And I am in Metallical.
Okay. Also, if you've got me on your friends list, so if you ever have any questions or need any help with anything, hit me up. And you can catch me around almost every stream at some point. Not always, but I'm bound to be somewhere on a stream if I'm around.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably be on tomorrow night.
Terrific. Okay. Terrific. Thanks for dropping by. Remember to follow me if you like my stream. You have a good night, and we'll look forward to seeing you again, Shoge.
Yep. Have a good night.
Nice meeting you.
User disconnected from your channel.
So yeah, I still haven't added anything to the surface yet. I'm still working on getting everything up here. I've got this little tunnel. This is the escape hatch from down below right here, and I haven't finished going into the mountain here. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. Still figuring that out. If you have any suggestions, let me know.
I think my game
just crashed.
I haven't loaded in. Yeah, it's been a while since I reloaded, so yeah, it might be. I might be due.
And I'm really looking forward to us getting more claim space, because I want to be able to claim more of the island.
I know.
Although technically, because of the claim borders, I actually own the entire island.
Nice.
Yeah, well, and let me show it. It's actually attached to the mainland. It's just that it's like an isthmus or a peninsula sticking out off of the landscape. And I've got water around about 3/4 of my claim. So if I like bring it up in the map, yeah, you look to be loading up. I see you over there. Are you crashing on your machine?
No, I was just. It took a while before it actually even started.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like on my map right there. And if I show the claimable land, as you can see, I actually own all of the island. And then that claim down south of me, that's one of my followers' claims. Decided that he liked me enough that he wanted to have his claim up close to me. But yeah, that's...
So show me what you got here. What are we doing?
Well, okay, let me get back out. So the main area that we've got, there's going to be a town and a fort on this upper land here. The actual main claim, what I've been working on, you have to kind of come over here. There's this hidden stairway here.
Okay.
And if you look over to the right there, there's the cave entrance. If you want to go out to the water, you can actually see the overall cave entrance. Done a lot of work trying to smooth it down and make it look nice.
Nice.
And then I've got a pier down there. There's going to be a pirate ship. I just haven't worked on my ship yet. And this walkway that runs all the way in, and there's a set of stairs that drop down into my warehouse.
Nice.
So yeah, this is the pier out here. Got my little lighting. I found one of the bugs with the water, if you notice. I've got this wall of ocean that does not fill the entire bay yet.
Yeah. It's because you're in the bowl area. Because the way they've done water is that it's one continuous plane across the whole map, and so that you don't dig into it in underground, as bad, like inland. They made it go down and then across and then back up on the other side.
Yeah, I'm
like a bowl.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm looking forward to it actually being a bit more dynamic than that. So, yeah, here's the main warehouse, and eventually this is going to be full of crates and boxes and GAC. This is one of my experimentation areas. Like I said,
Cool.
There's this set of stairs here, and right now it doesn't go up to anything. Eventually it's going to actually go up to some kind of a house that's on top of the landscape. I've got it up to about here. And I need to smooth out the ceiling so that it's not that blocky, squared off stuff.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of got the hidden entrance to the rest of the underground part of it is back behind these barrels. There's going to be office and barracks and stuff like that.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I
like the hidden entry.
Yeah, basically, more backspace area, and then this is the secret lab eventually. This is actually where all the tools are going to be moved to, but I've got them in that first room so that they're easy to get to right now. And then, you know, I've got a lot of space off to the south that I can actually dig still. Yeah, this isn't actually the full size of the claim yet. I've got a lot of expansion room yet. And it may actually go deeper. If I can't remember if it's, let me see. It's been a while since I played with it. Oh, shoot. I don't have my building tools in my inventory right now.
Oh well.
Silly me. But yeah, and like I said, I'm still building in cubes. I'm trying to learn the tricks of microvoxels and macrovoxels. But that's what I've got so far. And I think it's got potential. It's just not the prettiest yet.
It'll get there, man. We all got to start somewhere, and yeah, just don't rush it. Just have fun with it.
I really like how the bay turned out. The little pirate bay sure does look kind of cool. Need to get myself a little sloop or something that's parked in there. Little pirate raider ship. And then eventually I actually want to have these stairs completely hidden, so that it's not so easy to find your way into the mad laboratory, the pirate warehouse.
Yeah.
But I figured I had to have a way to get in there relatively easily, so that's why I added those stairs and stuff. And then, as you can see, I've actually claimed, like I said, I've claimed a fair amount now. With a couple of more expansions, I'd be able to claim the rest of it. And then I'd be able to build all over it, which I'm looking quite forward to. Now, I know Dave Jorgensen was saying that there are plans to give us more claims available.
Yeah, I mean, at one point I heard that basically we're going to have, now they may not all be able to be part of the same claim, but we were going to be able to have, you know, almost as many claims as we would be able to afford the upkeep on.
Yeah. Well, and as long as the upkeep remains like copper, that's no big deal. Go to a tier 1 zone and mine like mad.
Well, they have said from early on that is going to be paid with the in-game currency whenever that's introduced.
Yeah.
And it probably will be a little bit more work than copper, but basically you would get some resources and sell them to a vendor, or sell items to a vendor and use that money to pay your upkeep. So stuff you find in chests or you know, resources, I'm sure will have different values at the vendor. But yeah, around the spire there's going to be a lot of different things.
Okay.
That still haven't been put in yet. Plus we're supposed to get the ley line system, which is basically mini spires that come out from the main spire that are spread around the island some.
Oh, nice. That'll be kind of cool.
That will allow traveling around the island faster. But I think you can only get to other islands from the main.
From the main spire, okay.
That's from my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but there will be other mini spires to spawn, you know, spur more building outside, away from the spire. The water did some, but now we still got the area in between, you know, that nobody really wants to build in unless they have a choice.
Yeah. Well, and I'm looking very forward to the more extensive areas. I've got some interesting plans, and one of the things I'm looking forward to is probably doing some fort based on historical star forts or something like that. I don't know if anybody's done a star fort or not.
Oh, Sorry, it took me a second to realize what you were talking about with Starfort. Yeah, I don't think anybody has yet. I don't think there's been enough area to do a real proper one. Because those things are huge, you know. But yeah, that would require, you know, the more interactive water, so that you could, you know, fill in the moat around it. Because most good star forts had a moat around them.
Acid Cabin Forest, no. There are lots of strongholds. Some keeps.
Well, you got to realize some people may call them different things, so they may not use proper terminology and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's done one yet, just because I don't think we have the amount of claims you would need to do a proper one.
I can possibly see that. Which is too bad.
Plus, you're talking about some really weird angles. I mean, because you're not talking about a 45-degree angle, which is the easiest to work with, beyond, you know, perfect, you know, cardinal directions. So, yeah, that would be a complicated build.
Yeah. Well, and a really good example of the kind of fort I'm talking about is the star fort that's at the southern tip of Florida.
Oh, I'm familiar with star forts, and I understand. I mean, the whole principle behind their design. They were designed that way basically for the cannons to have a good range, and nobody could ever hide from their line of sight. It was all about line of sight with the star forts.
Yep.
So, and then that's another reason they were surrounded by water, was because that kept them away even more. So they had plenty of time to, you know, bombard them while they were trying to cross the water. And the problem with the old classic castle was that, you know, there was always a blind spot between what the, you know, left tower could see and the right tower could see, where they just could not see, you know, somebody standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And whole areas that are just major blind spots. So the design came out for the whole Starfort thing.
Here's the beast that Mama's been telling me to show off. He's been coming around. He's been winding around my feet. This is Pukanu, my cat. The old fur ball. Rumbling into my microphone now. But yeah, I'm a really big fan of historical type stuff. You know, Age of Sail, Age of Gunpowder type stuff. I also like the Society for Creative Anachronism and stuff like that. Not that we've been active in a while. But all that kind of stuff interests me and my wife.
The joy I find in Landmark is that there's something for everybody, and I'm not one of the people that believes everything should be to a theme or whatever. I think people should build exactly what they want to build, because that's the joy of the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the problem is the misconception, because it used to be EverQuest Next Landmark and all that. So everybody kind of got this thing that it was going to be, you know, fantasy or somehow directly tie in with EverQuest Next. And I'm glad they made the decision to change the name, because that really does make a difference.
Well, and see, that's one of the questions I get the most is this EverQuest? And it's like, no, Landmark is its own game. It's the same basic engine EverQuest Next will use, but no, it's not EverQuest.
Right. And I guess the way I'm going to view it is that it's a weird place in the universe where many times, many eras, many different types of people somehow got all thrown together. It's a wormhole planet, let's say.
I like that explanation.
So you could have your pirates, your medieval knights, your modern day homes, your sci-fi stuff, all coexisting in the same place. It's all these times and eras and everything that are all intersecting in this nexus type thing. That's the way I'm viewing it. If I had to come up with some kind of lore.
Can you see this crazy fur ball?
Yeah, I saw.
How about you? He had dug into my shoulders, baby. He is very happy cat. And he's sharp. He's a very sharp cat. Okay, bud. Off you go. Oh, I didn't know you were going to get up. Come here. Oh. Here we go, Mama.
Hi, baby cat. Oh, Mama loves you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take an antihistamine now. Yes, please. Okay, Puka. There we go. Yeah, give me a couple. Pile of fur. You were winding around my legs. If I hadn't, you'd have just stayed there. So yeah, a nice star fort and kind of a little pirate town and stuff is what I got planned for my claim eventually. Nice. Need to finish up some stuff and get it going on so that it looks really nice. So some of those star forts are though they were absolutely huge and they were entire cities unto themselves.
Yep. But that's the joy to me in Landmark, because I'm just a builder at heart, and I just want to build everything. I want to do all kinds of genres. We did that sci-fi city. We wanted to do all kinds of different things, and it's just, and now I'm doing a game show thing of all things. And I mean, it's just I get all these ideas and. Yeah, I really wish we had more claims because I've already got my plans for my next claim. My next major big build is going to be completely vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still working out details, so it's not that I can't talk about it. It's that I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I know it's going to be completely vertical, and it should be neat. But we'll see.
Right on.
But it's not going to be just a tower. It's not like that.
Oh, and I understand. Is going to be? Do you think it's going to be more modern, or just a?
No, it's going to be steampunk era, and what I'm thinking is the core of it right now is, but I don't know any details. Like I said, is that it's going to be a steampunk Vertical City.
Cool. And not that we have seen yet, Finite. He's asking if there are any Playboy mansions.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Playboy. But yeah, I think I have some interesting ideas. I'm looking forward to being able to work more on it, and that's right. I'm going to have the Playboy Mansion up here. Yeah, I don't know. Think I ought to have a mine in here somewhere.
You could do that.
Yeah, one thing.
Let me ask you this.
By
all means, feel free to say no, but I was just going to ask, can I have build rights on your claim for a second?
Sure.
You won't hurt my feelings if you say no. I never feel pressured or anything. And anything I do, I will gladly, repair. And when I'm done, I'll remind you to take me off too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
There we go. Tag it.
You don't have to tag it.
To be able to share it, you do. Believe it or not.
No, you just have to add my name to that list down at the bottom.
Well, and you are there. And you're on one of them.
Which one?
It's called the Pirate Back 40. It's this one that I'm standing on right now.
Okay, let me get up there. This one here?
Yep.
Interesting. It's still showing me that I don't have permissions.
Let me take a look again. I thought I gave it to you.
Now it's working. Now it's working. That's weird. It would need some work, but this is something from an old build I did, one of my first builds, that I just am not using at all. But I kept it just because.
Well, as the saying goes, why get rid of it since we have the templates available?
Oh, I see what's going on. Hang on, let me get up here. Oh, I see what it is. I'm crossing into the above the claimer. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I can see what's good. Here, let's cut a chunk out of the mountain for you.
No, you shouldn't have to do that. You're fine. Don't cut a chunk, please.
Okay.
It's just not letting me.
Is it because it's too tall, or you're not able to go deep enough?
No, it shouldn't be either of those, because it's just a template, and it should cut off if I was over the border. It's just not letting me at all. It's not telling me I need any materials or anything. I should have the materials I need for this. It's not that complicated. You know what? I think. Hang on. I'll be right back. Just let me reload my client. I think I might be having issues with that.
No problem.
Like I was saying earlier, it's been a while since I've rebooted, so it's probably all due to that. Because in this game, a lot of things are fixed by just restarting. Especially if they don't make sense. Gonna delete my cache while I'm at it. Which, by the way, if you don't know that, check the size of your cache folder, because it can become, it can basically take over your hard drive in how huge it gets.
Yeah. Well, I will have to take a look at that just because.
I mean, I've heard some people with, 30 to 40 gig cache folders. And the cache folder you can completely delete. The game will recreate it when it needs it. I'm loading back in now. You just happened to mention this, and you reminded me that I even had this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think it'll be fitting. Yeah, it just does that little click thing anytime I try to place it. So I don't know if it's a bug on my end or on your end or on the claims end or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I'm just wondering if maybe it's just because of the way that I've got it set up.
Because see, if I look at the map, you know how it colors things by permission, no permissions. That one's orange to me, which means no permissions.
Well, let me recheck, because I'm pretty sure I gave it to you.
No, I know. I'm saying it's not your fault. I don't think it's anything you did wrong. I just think the game's screwed up somehow.
No. Wait. No. Okay. I know what I did wrong. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. Yep, that's what I did wrong. I'm not ignoring you. I cannot help it. I messed up.
Okay. I think that might have done it.
There you go.
Let me see if that's inside the boundaries. It should be.
Oh. Nice mine entrance.
Like I said, it was a piece of an old build I had. It would need a little bit of terraforming to fit in, but I think it'll fit in.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's mighty impressive, man.
You're welcome to have it. Like I said, I'm not using it.
Well, thank you.
It just seemed to fit what you were doing here, so.
Love those little puffs of dust when you put new stuff in. Hello. And what part of it is it that you're having problems with on the rings? And are you building them from spheres and then cutting the central portion of the sphere out, or are you trying to do it another way? You're fine. Copying the layers of 3. Center. Let's take a small look. And that is exactly how I made my cave.
Do you guys know if they're gonna end up adding like cylinders or something like that to make round corners?
I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that they will add cylinders and cubes as well as some other polygons that are hard polygons that we can use and adjust for construction.
Yeah, because it's such a pain, man, to do round corners. Oh.
That's my friend Squishimus. I guess he didn't realize I was here, so he just ported Jimmy out of the way.
No worries. I'm gonna go get my construction tools. I have them put away so that I have more room in my inventory.
Oh my god, I think I just broke the game.
Not hard to do.
I broke the game. Oh my god. Oh, it fixed. It got fixed. Nope, it broke again. I'm like cutting out a section to make a rounded, right? And as soon as I delete a little piece, like the whole, like a whole square just errors out. It's like floating above, and you can literally jump through it and just keep falling and falling and falling.
Yeah, well, and that has happened to me a bunch tonight. That's a relatively new bug that's come up, where you fall through the ground for some reason. Just happened to me when I walked off my catwalk and dropped down to work on something else.
No, but the thing with mine, it literally took a chunk out of the mountain, and it's like floating above my head.
Not sure about that. Okay. Well, and if you're already in the TeamSpeak server, that would actually be the best place to speak. Yeah, see, here in TeamSpeak is one of the better places to talk. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit prettier.
There you go. Not bad for a few minutes.
Nice. Oh, perfect. Probably do some kind of an elevator here in the middle. Little shaft going down.
Yeah, I just like the idea of a hole in the floor.
Was it you that had the build that had the holes in the wooden floor? No problem, Eric Gother.
I've had holes in floors, but I don't know if we're thinking about the same thing or not. But probably not.
Nice. That's a really nice bit of work. Is that the striped wood or the burl wood? No, that's striped wood, right?
That's striped wood, yeah. Gotta fix some spots up here.
Nice. Very nice indeed.
Like I said, I just happen to have it, and you mentioned a mine, so.
Wow.
By all means, feel free to change whatever. It's yours at this point.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Have fun with it.
That's very cool.
I didn't have the props with me, but the original version had, you know, in some of these little nooks in the rocks, had some mushrooms, and along this top part here to hide some of these blemishes that happened, I had some vines. And I think over here, yeah, under this little part of the rock, there was a mushroom too, and just some ways to use props to hide some stuff.
That makes sense.
was the first build I did when the closed beta started. This was part of a bigger thing.
What all was involved in the build?
It was the ruins of an old castle built on a hill, you know. So there was the ruins of that. Then there was a little cottage, and there was a mine attached to the cottage. Inside the mine, they did mining and stuff, but they had apparently accidentally discovered part of the old castle that had been buried years ago and sealed off, so it was still in pristine condition because it was sealed from the elements, you know. And they had broken through the wall back here, and found this like pristine section of the castle still in there.
Right on.
It was a neat little build.
Very nice.
It was also the excuse to hide all my crafting machines in here.
Well, that makes sense.
But yeah, I thought it fit perfectly with what you were describing and stuff, so you could always just cut it out and put it wherever you want, but the slope happened to work out perfectly.
Material should not matter, Aragother. When you're making the changes, that shouldn't have any effect at all on how the ring is turning out. It should just wind up being a matter of having the initial cutout done correctly. Now here's a question for you that I can't keep forgetting how to do. How do I get a construction, a cube or a sphere, started and not attached to the ground? I was thinking there was a way to do it, and I can't remember.
There is. Tweak mode. It works with almost every tool. Get your add tool. Here, I'll show you up here. Get your add tool. Select the size cube you wanted to place, and then normally you would just click where you want it, but this time hold shift and then click.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And now you can position it wherever, and it won't do anything until you actually click the check mark.
Okay, cool.
That also helps when pasting templates or if you're doing a copy paste, because having the thing attached to the mouse cursor is annoying. If you go into tweak mode, hold down shift and click, you can move around and you can position it better, especially if you're trying to position it exactly somewhere.
Nice. Yeah, I have noticed. I have noticed that they have, even when you're using a larger block or sphere, it still moves on the smallest block size.
Correct.
And it didn't used to do that. It used to move just in whole chunks of the block size or sphere size you were using.
You've turned off snap to grid. That is the G key. You can toggle that on and off. Sometimes it comes in handy, sometimes it gets annoying.
That turned out very nice. Good deal.
I also originally had two of the lamp posts embedded to where just the arms were sticking out, with the lamps on them, one in each thing, in each one of the upward beams.
Oh, right on.
I just don't have the props on me when I pasted it, so I didn't paste them in.
No problem. Yeah, I think I've got those. In fact, I may even have a couple of those floating around.
But they kind of look like they're part of it, you know, like
Nice.
little wooden arms attached to it that have the lamps on them.
Nice.
Yep, my cartoon mind.
Yeah, that's really cool, dude.
I call it my cartoon mind because it reminds me of something out of the Flintstones or something. Plus, the way I made it was, I don't know if you know this about the line tool, but you can actually change the size of either end as you're placing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I did that. I started with a narrow end up at the top and then got wider towards the bottom. And it just gave it those kind of exaggerated proportions or whatever. But it looked cool and older and more, you know, not professionally made type, you know, mind thing is what I was going for.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool. That works out very nicely indeed. Awesome.
I'm going to do one more thing here.
Okay, that was weird. I just fell through the ground into my warehouse.
Yeah, if you start getting lag, you'll start falling through the earth a lot.
Yeah, and
and by lag though, I mean like if you've been on for a while, that's usually a good sign that it's a good time to restart the game.
yeah, I'd say it'd probably be a good idea. Plus, we're watching a movie right now as well, so. Well, let me restart.
I'm making a little room where I'm going to leave you some parts.
Cool.
It's all anything I'm doing is all optional. You know, I'm not trying to force anything down your throat or anything. And if you want to use these, by all means, go ahead. If you don't, you know, delete them.
Now, any assistance I am always more than willing to accept. Comes in handy.
You will be responsible for your own roof. That'll make more sense later.
And I will be right back.
Okay.
I have my headphones off because I'm going to take a bio break. PD is a little bit on the heavy side. And I'm back.
Welcome back. I just fell through the ground.
Oh. Yeah, that happened to me just several times earlier. Yeah, I've got about a 100 millisecond ping right now. Okay, Eric Author. We'll look for. I'll probably be back tomorrow night. Anytime you have any questions or concerns, feel free to drop in. And if I'm around, I'll do my best to help out. You have a good night. Sleep well.
User disconnected from your channel.
I am being sneaky.
You're being sneaky, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
It doesn't go anywhere yet, but you're welcome to, take it somewhere.
Nice.
Over here, I have a room here.
How sneaky. Wow.
This was a modular system I built a while back. You have an inside corner, an outside corner, a window wall, a doorway wall, and a regular wall. And then you have the second floor pieces here, which is regular wall. You have to cut your own windows, and an outer corner. Don't have an inside corner for the upstairs, but you can basically make a little house, cottage, building, or something with all this. They all fit together like, Lego bricks, basically.
That's really cool.
But like I said, you have to make your own roof. I couldn't find a good way to do the roof as a modular system.
Yeah, because it would normally extend out a bit further than the rest of it, so you'd have to go slightly larger rather than same size pieces. I can see where that would be a pain in the butt.
So yeah, I figured I could just give it to people and they could make their own little thing, and it looks quite nice when it's all put together. It's pretty awesome, actually.
Nice.
But yeah, the outside wall is the one with the wooden beam going horizontally.
Yep.
But when you put it together, it makes sense. They work, and it looks pretty good.
Nice. Inside corner, outside corner. That's pretty damn cool.
It's not, you know, the typical straight up and down thing, so it looks kind of neat.
Wow, nice.
Yay for the heel brush.
Yeah, heel brush is pretty nice.
If you make your thing as big as square and have it snap to the grid, it should fit right in there. Your subtract tool.
Boy, I made a mess of that.
Yeah, you weren't on the grid. If you snapped to grid, it would have been just right there for you.
There we go. There we go. Nice.
And of course, if you wanted to hide something that way, you could always... oh, as for the heal tool, a lot of people don't know this one. I didn't know this one until recently. Pick the heal tool with the biggest square.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how it goes inside of bricks? When you try to do it? Hold J.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that. They actually tell you that in the explanation files that they did. But yeah, if you wanted to make this a little more hidden, you could actually make it more like dirt and not make it such a square.
Yeah. That's very nice. You weren't kidding, you were being sneaky. Oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. Yes, I did.
So you still know it's there.
Nice.
But it doesn't stand out as much. And actually, to improve it just a little bit more.
What's that? Yep, and I am. It's actually in the background right now.
So yeah, you know it's still there, and there's the marks for you, but you know it doesn't stand out as much.
Cool, thank you very much. That's pretty rad. But I got...
And you know you'll end up like me, and you won't be able to find it even though you have the marks there, and you'll be running around looking for it and digging holes randomly trying to find your secret stuff that you
going, where'd I put it? I know it was here.
Exactly.
Well, if you've done a good job of camouflaging it, then I can definitely see how it would be hard to find.
Yeah. I don't know. I do that mainly for playing games because it really doesn't accomplish anything. It's not like anything I'm doing is super top secret, ultra stuff. It's more of a game for me to like make hidden stuff. And right before you got back, I just happened to be looking at this and I saw that that was like almost big enough for a person. So that I looked in there and I was like, yeah, that could be a tunnel that goes down and winds down into something.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Right here, we're at the claim border.
Yeah.
I never like having the border going all the way up to the border because you can't do anything with it. So I always put a 1 voxel thing there.
Yeah, it's usually what I try to do is leave at least 1 voxel between whatever I'm working on and the edge of the claim.
Because now you can at least paint it and stuff. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured, yeah, you could take this and it could be like the secret, Pirates Cove treasure place or something.
Nice, that definitely works.
And it's not blatantly obvious. And I was just digging the tunnel with the round, with the subtract tool as a sphere.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Smoothed it out.
Nice.
I'm done. You can remove me off your builders list thing.
No problem. What I'll do is I'll just drop you down, and if you decide you want to do something else in the future, just let me know.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't like to be a builder on people's claims because there's too many asshats out there, and I don't want anybody to ever think that I even remotely, did something. So
I understand.
Because I hate that people have had their stuff wrecked by people. That way, if I don't have permissions, I can't get, nobody can even think I did anything.
Can't be blamed. There you go. That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool indeed.
And like I said, it's yours at this point, so, if you want to change colors, or, whatever, redo whatever, by all means, go ahead. I just was just throwing it down because I happened to have it, and you mentioned a mine.
Well, that's even more creative than what I was picturing. That's a real mine going on there, man. That's nice.
And since it's a Pirate's Cove, you could throw some chests in there. Your 5 chests, you could throw them in here in random, rotations and stuff, and it'll look like this is where they're dropping off their loot in the old mine.
Yeah, if I remember right, aren't there some treasure piles too?
What, props?
Yeah, treasure pile props?
I don't think so, but there should be. There really should be. There are none, no. There are none.
You have come up with some mighty cool stuff, Metallical. Rad work.
Like I said, I just mess around and make stuff that I think looks cool or whatever. And I've torn down so much stuff, but I keep parts of it, you know, that I liked, and they come in handy
Yeah.
for things like this. Because, you know, I probably will never use this again, and then, you know, at least, you know, it gets some use somewhere.
Nice.
I just looked at it on the map view because I like to do that, like I said before, and the rock and everything looks like it fits into the mountain and everything. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it does.
worked out
It does.
well. I think it worked so well because you had a good slope there to work with. That steep slope, because that's what I had at the old place.
Yeah. Nice.
And I can't stress this part enough. If I ever do something, you know, like put something down and you don't like it or whatever, you know, don't feel like you have to keep it there, or you know, or you're gonna hurt my feelings if you don't like it. You know, by all means, I'm just putting it down to show you what it was. That's the main reason. And if you want to use it, you're more than welcome. But never feel any pressure from anything like that. You know, I'm not trying to force my stuff down your throat.
No, no pressure at all. I like it. This is pretty cool.
Well, I know some people are very polite and they don't want to, you know, tell you, hey, I don't like that. So I just like to make sure people know that they can't. You're not gonna, you know, offend me or anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate that you also like some of the stuff that I've done enough that you wanted to help me out. I appreciate that to no end.
Yeah, I think you'll have something pretty cool here, man, if you keep going.
Well, I definitely like how my cave turned out. I still have some
Yeah.
smoothing to do on it. And I'm really looking forward to getting a sloop or a small vessel in there.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. Like you said, you know, it's a good-looking cave, and I think it's got a it's already got a start. You know, I can see it. You know, basically.
Well, it's about time to shut down my stream. I appreciate all your time and hanging out with me, Metallical. I'll be back again.
Okay.
You are always more than welcome to come hang out anytime I'm on. And you know,
Thanks for
planning
having me,
on having lots of fun and looking forward to having lots of friends and people helping do interesting things.
You know, this is big enough that, you know, you may want to, you know, do a group type thing, kind of like Sog's doing with the colony thing.
Yep. Well, see, and I was thinking about doing something like that, and it's a nice 4-slot, 4-position claim here that I've got. I wish I could get my 5th claim in there.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm to the point that I'm thinking of, you know, getting a second account just for the claims.
Yeah.
Because yeah, if I do that steampunk, city that I want to do, that I'm kind of sort of seeing in my head, I want it to be at least three claims tall. So
Yeah.
If I ever start that, though, it's probably going to be a really long build. Usually my stuff doesn't take that long.
Mm-hmm.
But that one probably is going to have a lot of intricate stuff in it. I don't know if it's going to be something I want to, rush into or not.
Well, that's like this spot. I had been trying to find a nice shoreline spot for quite a while, and I found this and found that it was totally unoccupied. It was like, oh, that's the spot.
Yeah, it's a good one. It might have been this map. I mean, it might have been, this island, Brook. Maybe not this server, but I can't remember what island it was, but this looks like it could be it because it has the right layout. We had 3 of us. If you look at the map and you look all the way at the southern end of the island, there's that piece of land with like a river running through, basically, that connects to the 2 oceans. At the bottom center of the map.
Yeah, let me look. Yep. Down where that island is. That's disconnected from the shore.
Yeah, the big long one. We had it looks like crap because we're so far away from it right now. It looks like a bunch of splotches, but there's a beach at the northern end on the mainland, and we were building. We were gonna do a post-apocalyptic build. And we had big giant gates at either end. So it was going to be like a shipping port in after in Mad Max type of setting.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just rebuilding shipping in the world, and so this was like a protected fort that had these big giant gates made out of tree trunks, and that's about as far as we got though. And then we decided that we just weren't into it. But yeah, it was this island. Yeah, because I see the other little island off to the left. We had a lighthouse that we built also over on the little tiny dot island over on, if you're looking down at it, to the west. We had a lighthouse out there, and we had a 4-claim little. We were going to build a city like you're doing, kind of thing, in the northern part, and then we had the gates at either end with. That was 3 claims across each on those, I think, or 2 claims.
Nice.
And yeah, it was a pretty good layout for somebody to take over and do.
And I think I may have seen your lighthouse. I'm not sure.
No, it was never completed, and there were better ones out there. But one of us, I'm glad he stopped doing that and went off to do something else, because he's doing the most epic build I've seen in a while right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been shown on a couple streams, but and it's been on Twitter and stuff, but he's doing this Dwarven build. And it's been featured a lot lately because it deserves it. It's extremely awesome. That's 11. He's got an amazing Dwarven build that he's working on. But yeah, again, thank you for having me, and it's been fun, and I look forward to seeing as you get more of this done.
Happy to have you. I hope you have a really good night, and you will look forward to seeing you later on, Metallical.
You will see me again, I'm sure.
All right, peace out.
Later.
And again, thank you everyone for watching my stream. Look forward to seeing you again. Figure I'll probably be back tomorrow night. And this is Original Lord Drow signing off.
User disconnected from your channel.